After months of renovation, this 100-year-old building in Romney, West Virginia has been transformed into a cafe. It was a complete gut and restoration project to bring back the original beauty of the building and save it from further deterioration. Before long, this cafe will be bustling with neighbors sipping coffee and enjoying conversation. But first, we step towards the milestone of completing HVAC, installing backup power, completing the fire suppression system, and close in on the final inspections necessary to open to the public. We have some important things happening here at the cafe today. Number one, obviously, is Josh making an espresso shot.
We gotta say cafe, we got a lot of work to do today.
He's probably gonna need that. He does need to move fairly quickly today because we have multiple different things happening.
That's top notch. Top notch.
Now you ready to work?
Yes.
We have backup power, electrical for HVAC. We have the guys from the fire suppression company heading back over to take a look at the kitchen.
In the kitchen, we already have the hood installed. Underneath the hood is the double oven, the fryer, and the griddle itself.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
The guys that are coming today to look at it are the ones going to be doing the fire suppression. They're going to be sending the paperwork to Charleston, West Virginia, and they're going to be responsible with all the testing with the fire marshal to make sure this thing goes through so we can get it opened up on time. The way it's all wired up, everything in this entire place shuts down except for the exhaust fan.
Oh, sweet, that works.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
All I gotta do is get this back to her so she can get it flooded.
Yep.
Which it won't be bad because we'll run the gas valve and shut off over there.
Okay.
And finish hooking up the links in there. I mean, with us coming back over here, it won't be no time.
Good.
We appreciate it.
Have a good day.
You too.
I can't wait for you guys to be open.
You come
Same
here a lot?
here.
Yeah.
Yep. We have a few loose ends to take care of, but they're just about done. My big thing is I need to get inside there, get the power turned on, make sure everything's energized and everything's tested properly. So the order of operation inside that room is everything inside the room, if that pull station gets pulled, everything inside that room de-energizes, it loses power except for the exhaust fan. So that's what all the trough and everything, all the contactors are on that wall for. It might look confusing, but all it does is shuts everything off in the entire room. The only thing that stays on is the exhaust fan. This is actually the last major hurdle we have, minus the health department. Fingers crossed, they should be a breeze. We'll see, but once the fire marshal comes through, makes sure everything is good and checks everything off, we're ready to open.
The biggest milestone that we are gunning for today is getting heat turned on inside the cafe. John Twigg, our HVAC guy, is headed over here, but first Josh needs to get all of the wire pulled and all of the terminations made in order for Twigg to be able to do the work that he needs to do. So we gotta get that electrician juiced up and put to work.
I need a little pep in my step, that's what I need.
I need to get him away from the espresso machine. That's what I need to do.
All right, we're through, the wire pulled in.
Clock is ticking.
Go.
You have exactly 1 hour until John Twigg arrives.
And I have 2 hours of the work, so we gotta hurry up.
That's why we gave you that espresso shot, Josh.
About 65 feet right there, right? 65 feet, huh? Wait.
So the plan is, I also have some things that I need to tackle today, like staining the boards for the trim around the interior front door and also the power pole.
Correct.
So I will start getting set up while you're getting set up, and then I'll just be on call as the electrical person.
Inspector, you can inspect, right? Let's see how that goes there.
I don't think that's a good idea at all. I'm pretty sure this is what Josh was complaining about. Me using anything other than a paint stick to stir paint and stain. I don't know what this is, but it works. He'll never know.
So I'm gonna be pulling two 60-amp circuits to the panel, up, over, and down to the air handler. So I have two coming for real. I cut two 85-foot lengths, put them off by hand and set those. That's gonna be the next circuit. We'll put a ground wire in there, and we got some pulling to do.
You put me to work today, huh?
Oh yeah, you know it.
I feel like I'm in the right state of mind to be the foreman today.
Okay, big boss man, what are we doing then? Where am I gonna make my connections at?
We're gonna pull some wire, baby. It's right here. And that is why I'm in charge today.
That's why you're in charge of material. I need you to tell me when the fish tape comes through here, because it's come down a pipe and there's an open pipe right below it. Last thing I'm gonna do is push that fish tape and it goes through the pipe, through the trough, and down to the pipe that goes down to the pan where everything's hot. So I need you to verify for me, okay? And make sure to tell me when to stop when that fish tape comes out of that pipe. It's a very important job. Your husband's life depends on it.
But like, I'm gonna see it come out right here.
Of course.
In this box.
Of course.
You just don't want it to go past this box down to this.
Down to the pipe below, correct.
But if it touches these wires in the box.
Fine.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. So I'm gonna go over there and start pulling. You get back on the ladder, and you need to feed it to me. Meaning, just guide it up, pull it off the ground, and let it go. I start pulling. As I start pulling, you can feel it start tugging. Just feed it on in, nice and gently, like feed it on in. When you don't feed it in, I'm gonna pull, and it's gonna be tight, and it's not gonna move. So you gotta take it and just feed it on in as I pull. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, pull. I start pulling. Just take it, feed it in, just like so.
Wait, one more time. What am I supposed
Just
to do?
feed it in, you know? It seems easy, and it is easy, but if you don't know how to do it, you don't know how to do it. There's a method to doing it. So there's a method to working a fish tape, you know what I mean?
I had this exact lecture like a year ago when we were doing solar.
Really?
Yes, with the feeding.
Oh. Maybe,
Don't go there. Don't go there.
maybe you might move up to apprentice. Maybe move up, we'll see.
Did you remember to bring the proper tools to work today, Josh?
The apprentice always gathers the electrician's tools.
Okay.
So if you didn't bring it, it didn't get brought. And it falls back on you. Right?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, feet. Okay, get you better than that. 3, 2, 1, feet.
Alright, hold on. I got a question. Am I supposed to be worried about pushing it in the pipe or pulling it off of the reel?
Both.
Okay, but so like, cause I have enough slack right now, so you just want me to push it through the pipe, and then once it gets tight, stop and pull it off the reel.
You don't really need to push it, you just gotta feed it. Like this. Okay, count down. Count down.
3, 2, 1, feed. Dude, I don't see you on the ladder.
I'm in the closet on the ladder.
I'm up here.
Fine, I'll feed it. Go ahead and
No,
pull.
I'm just saying.
No, go ahead and pull.
So you want me to go like this?
That's the motion, yes. That's the motion.
Okay.
Pull it off and feed it up.
Okay.
Like that, pull them off, and you feed it on up, okay?
Feed.
Don't mock me.
I'm not mocking you. I'm trying to get
We're
the right
behind schedule, it's quick almost here.
Okay.
So, let's go. I have high hopes we get this in today. I'm not quite sure.
I'm ready, boss.
Let's try it again. Do some good, solid feeding action.
Okay. I think I was too high on the ladder. Go ahead.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, feed. 3, 2, 1, feed. 3, 2, 1, feed. How you looking?
I look great. I wore my yoga pants today.
That's not what I'm asking. 3, 2, 1, feed. You get better than that, girl. 3, 2, 1, feed.
Hi.
You get better than that.
I'm working it over
It's
here.
pulling 12 inches at a time. It's what you're feeding it. It's going smooth. Then every 12 inches it stops. It's what you're feeding it. So you gotta make sure it's getting fed properly.
Do you see my problem here?
I need a good, solid 3 to 4 foot pulls. Does that make sense?
Oh my god.
Not 12 inches. I love you. She's being trained right now. She's trained a lot of things. She's trained in concrete, trained in framing. Electric work's a little bit harder. It takes the most intelligence on a job to do electric work. No offense to the plumbers, we all know shit rolls downhill.
Oh my god. Who else can you offend today, Josh?
I'm joking, but you gotta do a better job. Let's go.
I think you're just not pulling hard enough.
It's not me, girl. Hey! 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 Feed! 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 You guys enough to get on the panel? Money, dude. We're good. So, she got an A for valiant effort, but it's obviously her first time on the job.
9:20. We have exactly 10 minutes until Twig arrives.
I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna change over from 3/4 EMT to 3/4 inch flex. I'm gonna flex into the side unit. Once it's flexed in, we wired up, and John Twig's ready for startup. Almost. 'Cause I still gotta tie the outdoor unit too. That's it, I'm wired up and done. Twig's gonna come through here, hook all of his thermostat stuff up, get everything connected, test, and fire it all up. So my next location is tying the panel.
Twig is here. Josh is not quite done with his ductwork, but he is getting close. So in the meantime, Dustin and Twig are going to tackle a little bit of ductwork and some things that they need to button up before they can move on to startup. I'm almost done with the boards outside. Josh is almost done on the inside, and I think we are gonna pull this off today.
So we're done here, we're all wired up. The unit is wired up, we're wired up here. The only last thing we do have to do is bring a 2-pole circuit down to the disconnect outside. That feeds the outdoor unit. It's all ran and tied and everywhere, just not connected to the disconnect. Let's do that real quick and we're done. Go ahead and turn it on. Check voltage real quick. Make sure we're good. Got 120 on that leg, 120 on that leg. Let's see what I got. Got 240. We're good to go. Energized to disconnect. Once he pulls this out, flips over, pops it in, that's gonna be energized. But for now, I'm gonna leave it de-energized until it does the startup. Dustin?
Josh is quickly transforming from electrician to barista here.
Oh yeah. That's like dumping a whole bucket of instant right there in the cup. I love it.
That's what we want to hear.
You know, I gotta feed the guys caffeine so they keep on working. That's how it works here.
Here's your coffee, man.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You're the best little barista.
All right, see you guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Good one.
We're just slaying milestones. It's another one. Now we got heat. So,
And AC.
and AC. I don't think we need AC anymore. It's kind of cold these days. So,
It's
yeah.
about to get hot in that kitchen, baby.
But everything's flowing. I'm the last person holding everybody up. I just gotta get a few electrical things done and we're done. We're right there, babe.
I can't believe it.
It's like, it's happening, you know? Power's on, HVAC's on, fire guy's gonna be here getting buttoned up. I'm down in espresso like it's my job. Whew. They loved it. They're jacked. We're all wired. So we're getting work done today, right?
Feels good. Don't start crying on me.
You hear it?
Yes,
Heat's coming on.
I do. We have heat.
5 and 7, espresso on both. 9 and 11, do outdoor unit.
So now that everything has calmed down a little bit in here, we're gonna turn our attention to installing a generator inlet box inside the cafe. We have a battery backup system on its way here that we're going to be using, and it's basically going to run our freezers, our refrigerators, those sorts of really important things in the event that power goes out in town. And that's pretty important because this is a cafe, obviously, and the last thing we want to happen is for there to be some sort of power outage and for all of the food that we have back here to go bad.
I have a manual transfer switch we're gonna get mounted. I'm gonna use long tack-ons. We're gonna drill straight through the drywall and into the block behind the drywall and hold that thing in place. Usually these type of transfer switches are installed in people's houses. It's a manual transfer switch and it has a outdoor plug. The generator plugs into it and it goes from the plug to the transfer switch itself. But in our case, we were able to take the plug out of the box and put the plug directly on the unit inside. How it works is you have your offline and generator. So if we're using normal power from the power company, we're gonna have it online and everything feeds through, everything operates normally. So if say power goes out, you plug your generator in, you go from line to generator, now it's on generator backup. The reason why it's that way is separate is because if the power comes back on and you have the generator running, nothing's backfed, nothing explodes, nobody's gonna get hurt on the outside lines, all separated through your transfer switch. But the reason why we put the plug on the inside, not outside, we're not using a generator here. We're gonna use a backup battery power system that we have coming. Next step for us to do is take our wire, pop it in the panel, and splice everything through to make sure everything's fed properly. So we're gonna feed the essentials. We have three refrigerators, one freezer. We're gonna feed some lights and that sort of thing. So if power goes out, you want espresso, sorry, gotta come back. But we gotta feed the essentials. We don't wanna lose any product, so we'll have the battery out here plugged in and backfeeding everything so everything stays energized. That's essential. Not everything, but we'll be able to see, be able to operate a little bit, make sure everything's cold, but just our essentials, like I said. So it's done, it's all wired up. It's not very appeasing to the eye with all the wire nuts in there, but that's the way it's done. You take the wire that goes to the breaker on the manual transfer switch, and it goes into the breaker of the panel, and it feeds through to the transfer switch, and it comes back from the transfer switch, comes back through, and splices onto the original wire that went out to the field. So, how it works is, we have our lights on, they're energized right now, it comes off, it comes back to here, the breaker's on. I gotta pull this out, because right now it's actually a 2-pole breaker, but if you look, we're in line, and our lights are on. So, if power goes off, I go into generator mode. Power is still on out here, we still have power, but I transferred it into generator mode. Those lights have now turned off. So we can plug in with a generator or our battery backup, and those lights will then turn back on and have everything isolated from the generator or the battery backup from this. It's completely isolated from this panel, so nothing's getting backfed into the power company. So if there's a guy working on the line out there, he's not gonna get hit. And if the power does come back on, there's no interference with bucking phases, nothing like that. It's completely isolated. And that's why we have this. So it's pretty sweet. Lights are back on. Hope it makes sense.
Last finished piece.
Yeah. My issue is trying to figure out how to attach it to that there.
Spilled mortar. Nobody will know.
So one of the last projects we gotta do here for the trim work is these inside doors. The exterior is done. Aaron's staining, getting everything taken care of. And my biggest issue is I don't have a skill saw today. So I use my table saw, turn it on the side, run it through it, and nail it in place. Whammo, bammo, we're done. And it looks good too.
We'll make it work.
We always do, right?
Yeah.
Go 81 3/4. I do have my saw.
You do?
Yeah, under the case of water you see back there.
It's our lucky day today, Josh.
It is.
It's all falling into place.
Yes. Okay.
I was wondering if you were gonna find it. What?
This is where it's not the proper tool for the job. One time I give you accolades about using a paint stir, and that's the last time you ever get it.
There were no other paint stirrers. At least I didn't use a pair of channel locks.
So wild. This one's way different. Okay.
Buy an old building, they said. It'll be fun.
So the way this building was built, on the corner with a door exactly right there, and none of the walls are even straight. It's cattywampus at best, and it's just all out of whack. We gotta try to put together, and it's gonna.
It's been a challenge.
It's not standard, just frame around it, be done. You know, I gotta maneuver it, wiggle it, and wag it a little bit. If that makes sense.
It doesn't.
That's what I'm talking about. Aaron's standing one more board because the board we did have, it's so cupped. I can't even get on the wall right. It just looks awful. So she's going back through there, standing one more board. We're gonna hurry up, slam it in. We gotta get out of here. The kids have gymnastics and activities tonight, so we need to do all that stuff. But it looks so much better. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's finishing touch. It's all it is. We still got some trim down low to do, but walking in and out is gonna feel like it's just that much closer to being complete.
I think it looks great.
You do something like that,
Yeah.
but just shrink it down a little bit. You know what I mean?
There's another day, Josh. We gotta get to gymnastics.
I know.
Let's go. I got you tools.
Cool.